My cousin called me and was wondering when, because we talked about doing a relationship show, and my cousin Melissa, love you Melissa,
our
said when
Charlotte
you do a
correspondent.
Show, yes, correct. She's our Charlotte correspondent, and apparently she loves Charlotte. Oh, she loves Charlotte. Charlotte is, and she moved from New Jersey, but she says it was the best move she ever made. And she loves Charlotte. She loves the progressiveness for our community and our people. She's very, very progressive. She said there's a plethora of African American men that actually are looking for African American women. And so she's in all day. Okay. So, but she said what she wants to know is, and I thought it was such a very interesting question she put to me. She said, Tanya, if you do the relationship show, I want you to ask, who are you? Who are you?
Wow.
And who do your choices show you to be? She says because I know that's what I said. She says because I found that you would think that there are successful men, careers going well, they're comfortable as far as their lifestyle, the kind of money they make a year. She says, but then you look at the person that's next to them, nowhere near comfortable in achievement, what kind of job they have, and she said, and she always does, really? You're supposedly, you have all these ducks in a row, you've accomplished all these things. On the outside, on the surface, this is what you present yourself to be, but your choices show you to be somebody else.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
I've seen it a couple times.
These men, a lot of times, have women you think you ain't taking her home, mama. So, she said, ask the question. I said, that's an interesting question. Now you just said people, men like that you're thinking what's going to be on their arm is representative of who they are.
Well, the ones that I see, it's not specifically, you can't take them home to mama. You could take them home to mama. But given their level of achievement, I see often the CEO with the secretary.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with secretaries.
Right.
I'm not saying anything wrong with that. But I don't, you hear, I want someone independent, I want somebody that's strong, I want somebody aggressive.
Right.
But it doesn't quite match up. And I'm not talking about the men because I absolutely acknowledge my own personality, which is big.
Right.
So I get that there might be some conflict. And I get that for a number of years I've played a certain role, and so it's hard to reverse out of that role for me personally.
And what? Let me ask you this: what role do you think you play?
Well, I mean, I've just done a lot of dual responsibilities. Especially when you are a parent. And I don't like to get all off on the whole single parent, thing. I don't want to turn that into the weapon or the exclusive choice. I'm simply saying that's what it was. I raised my son. And so you find that you're doing a lot of things at one time. So not only are you cooking and doing homework, but you're taking your car to get the oil changed and you're getting it washed and
you're
taking the baby.
And the woman.
And I certainly don't like to label this or that because you like to cut grass. You told me you enjoy cutting grass, right?
Oh, well, when I was younger.
Oh, you know what? Well, I got a friend who loves cutting grass.
Okay.
The wrong friend.
No,
I have friends who do things I wouldn't do. But, so I don't want to say that it's required that a mother do this or a father do that, but when there's no one to share any of it, you're doing it all. So when you're doing it all, you tend to have a personality. I have a personality that says, get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done.
Right.
And so it's difficult to sit and wait for someone to help you get it done. And it is, you don't know how to relax and share the experience because you're used to getting things done. And men and women have certain things. You know, women tend to be a little quicker in taking care of things, I believe.
Yeah.
Because we are moving from our ability to multitask, our requirement sometimes to multitask. So to wait on someone, okay, but I'm adding a little bit.
Right.
I'm simply saying that I can understand it, but I don't really get it.
Okay,
You know,
so explain to me, Michelle, when you say you've seen, for instance, you've seen a man that you think it has all the labels of success, a certain car, a certain house, certain job, certain salary, everything that would say that you're very successful. But then when you look at the woman that's at his side, does it match up? It's nowhere near on the same level. Does that say something about the man or something about the woman?
That's certainly something about the man.
Okay, so because you can be a fantastic woman that just maybe wooed this man, and oh my God, she's just next to Mother Teresa or whatever, and so that's why he's with her. But you're saying you truly believe a lot of times it says something about the man. Okay, and I think that a lot of men, I don't care how successful they are, what kind of job, what kind of salary they have, they don't want to compete with a woman. They want to be the clear.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Having heard Steve Harvey says that is asinine for us to believe that it's intimidation and don't want to compete or feel like they can't be with a strong woman. He says that is absolutely not the case. They want the woman that makes them feel good. I believe.
So you're saying a strong woman can't make a strong man feel good? I don't buy that.
I'm not saying she can't.
No, I'm saying that's what he's saying.
No. He wasn't saying, he wasn't doing strong versus non-strong. He was basically saying, when you see a man with a particular woman that may not match him, that woman makes him feel a certain way.
Does it make him feel a certain way physically?
Makes him feel a certain way emotionally.
So I go back to what I just said.
Because most often it's not physically, because those are the very same men who cheat. When they've got this special, kind, pleasant, basic woman at home. Because pee-pee is somewhere else.
Right. So again, do you think that a strong man can handle a strong woman? Let me change that. Let me re-ask that question. Do you think a strong man wants a strong woman, or do you think that a strong man is more comfortable with a woman who's not quite as strong? That is very much. It's a clear delineation between who's boss, who's the breadwinner, who's in control.
I think it's totally different with every person, yeah. But I think there are some guys who like the clear delineation. And then I remember dating a guy who lived in another state, came to visit, and I had things planned out. And he said very clearly, "Thank you so much. I get so tired of having to come up with the plans and think of everything, to come up with everything. You've made this so comfortable for me." And we balanced well with, we almost kind of I knew what I did that made the relationship work. And the only reason we're not together is I just never solidified anything while my child was a young man, a small child. So that was a personal thing, and it wasn't that it didn't work out. We could have worked it out. We might work it out now. You know who you are. But he, as a particular gentleman, appreciated that. Again,
would you say, Michelle, because you're a strong woman, there's no question about and so am I. Wouldn't you say unequivocally that a strong woman needs a stronger man?
Oh God, yeah, you're gonna have to handle me. You got to wrangle me in, because I'm gonna step out there on you. Not cheating, but I'm going to push. I'm going to.
Right.
I have an aggressive personality. I think independently. That doesn't even have it has less to do with relationships than it has to do with the way I was raised. And I always say, I've said it before on some of the shows, I grew up in a house with 2 boys, 2 brothers, and a very aggressive, strong mom. And my mom had her own mind. My dad appreciated my mom's own mind. I do believe after a while he no longer appreciated my mom's own mind and married someone who had much less of a mind. You know, but whatever. But when it worked for him, he appreciated my mother's strength to take care of the kids, do all of the things she did. And then when it no longer served, God bless my dad, love the man, miss the man every day. I'm just saying, that's that thing that we sometimes see. My dad was a dentist, my mom was helping him build things, my mom was taking care of things when he was building, and then it no longer served. It's kind of a waiting to exhale. You can take this, babe. We are done. You can wave to the camera.
You recording?
Yeah, say hi. That's all right, girl. You look great. But yeah, so I mean, you know what I think is the situation, and I think I know it's something that a lot of women don't want to talk about and don't want to hear, but I believe that we have to acknowledge that things change from marrying somebody at 19 and being with them until you're 50. Things change. We got to just get with that. We got to figure out how we're going to work with those changes. Like you were saying, back in the old days, there were no big options for moving away, so you just dealt with it. You just rolled with it. But the more we get into a technology-based world and what we call the microwave world, people roll in, roll out so quickly. So I saw my parents who got together at 19 and 22 respectively, and who divorced at I believe my mom was 47, my dad was 50. You know, a lot does change. And was that 27 some years? I mean, a lot happened. So, but again, I've seen the situation different with all types of men. I will say, you know, I always throw this in, but I will say that it does appear that men of other races tend to be more comfortable with our personality. And of course, there's going to be somebody saying, well, they want men. Well, whatever. No, I just think that there are certain things that for different races are important. What I think I see with us as a culture, we're very emotional. We're a very emotional culture. We're very emotional culture. We don't, and that's a good thing, but it becomes difficult when we're looking at business and certain things where we need to recognize it's just business. Nothing to get all worked up about. Why are you all mad about it? So those other cultures can see that a woman walking in saying this is what we eat tonight, this is what we're gonna do, it's not against me personally, she's just handling something here. But there are some emotional people go, she trying to tell me what to do, she trying to get my business, I'm a man. Well, hell, if we married and you roll in the house at 4 o'clock, I should be able to ask you where you been.
Absolutely. I guess my question is, the same men that you say they have a problem with that kind of a woman were raised by the same kind of woman.
And the question becomes, did it get to be too much and they wanted something different? Because my son has been raised by a different kind of mom. I'm not the mom my mom was.
Right.
So I don't know particularly what the outcome is going to be. I do know that my son recognizes that he's attracted to what he's attracted to. It has nothing to do with anything that is physical.
Right.
Although he knows pretty girls when he sees them.
Right.
And he acknowledges me and he loves some Miss Tanya. So he knows what's beautiful, but he's the first to say, I don't know her. I don't know her personality. He sees what he sees.
Come
I
on,
love a candle.
No, we love a candle.
Ambiance. Get in the mood. Since
so,
we're talking about the mood.
The dynamic, though, is it's very, very interesting to me because again, when you have, I know that I'm a very, very strong woman, and I've always known that I need a stronger man. And it's not about I'm a man, you're a woman. It's not about that. It's about a personality that says, it's not anything that I'm trying to do necessarily in the relationship, but when you're a strong individual, no matter what it is, Michelle, it can be perceived as you're trying to be a man too, or you're trying to tell me what to do.
Somebody said to me, did I want to be the dude?
Right.
And I remember hearing it and feeling like that person might be right. But then after I thought about it a little bit more, I was like,
no,
I gotta do what I gotta do up in here. Because when I don't do what I gotta do, and I call on you to help me, you're not going to. So I better get out here and be a dude.
And I think that's the problem for a lot of
God, I hope some of these people are watching.
Yeah, I know that's right. A lot of times we've been forced to play the woman role as well as the man role, and sometimes those lines become blurred. When
They say we're not forced, but I think we are.
We are absolutely forced. Absolutely forced.
That's cool.
That's my dress, Michelle. Oh, we digress. We see a fabulous dress across the street, and I have that dress in a different color.
Is it blue?
It's the multicolored dress, but it's the same dress, the same style of dress. It's just a different color.
Yeah, we like clothes.
Yeah, we got clothes. But anyway, women out there, you know what we're talking about, and chime in. I just can't wait to do the relationship show, Michelle. I want to hear what
guys.
It is coming. We've talked about it.
I love it.
But
We
it's
might
coming.
even put it on a platform where it's like
where it's actually,
dozens and dozens of people in the room spouting off.
That's what we
It might
need to do.
almost like in a young one with the 34
Amen.
kids.
Okay.
We need because there are just too many different types of wonderful.
Yes.
And I think Tanya and I need to let everyone know, especially men. I love men. I tell people all the time I had a boyfriend in pre-K. Okay? And I used to claim him. You're my boyfriend. Okay? But I was strong at 3 years old. But I love men. And the blacker, the better. Everybody knows that. My Latin girlfriends know that. My Jewish girlfriends know that. My black girls know that. My son knows that, who is black. So it's certainly not a disparaging attack against African American men.
Right.
It's kind of sad that I can't find as many as I'd like to find at my disposal, and I get the ratio thing, but then the ratio is sliced down exponentially with what I call equal opportunity lovers. You know, you got the equal opportunity lovers who like everything. You know, they don't have a type. I got a type. I'm gonna tell you flat out. I got a type. Black.
She got a type.
Tall, but Idris Elba.
Okay, she
I got
got a type.
I got a type. And
Flow now, baby.